that Ross store today, and a little boy answered. He was not an employee. He must have been a teenager. He told me that he could not find his mom. He was very distraught, understandably so. He told me that he heard a shooter. He saw the shooter shoot inside and outside of the store. The store was chaos, and all he was worried about was finding his mother because, of course, a very dangerous and a very scary situation for any child. We don't have too many details right now. As I said, I've been speaking with witnesses all evening. Another woman told me she took some photos from inside of a nearby store. It was just chaos outside. Right now, not too many questions answered. We just spoke with a witness who told me that her daughter is actually inside. She was inside of the Ross. She tried to go inside right after that shooting happened, and it was already locked. She says that her daughter did see the shooter inside. No description, just that he was a man. And of course, this is a very scary situation for people throughout our valley because this is happening just as we get close to that 1-year anniversary of October 1st. And this woman that I just spoke with, she told me that this is an extremely scary and difficult situation to deal with as we near that anniversary. But of course, we're going to be here on this scene speaking with witnesses and trying to get more witness accounts to figure out what exactly happened. As far as the suspect, we don't have any information regarding him either. But of course, as soon as we learn more information regarding that, we will give you guys all of those updates here on air and online on 8newsnow.com. Reporting live, Darlene Melendez, 8 News Now.
Thank you so much, Darlene. And we will, of course, stay on top of this situation. Again, officer-involved shooting at Valley View and Blue Diamond. But for now, we'll be right back.
This is breaking news on 8 News Now.
We do want to take you back out to this breaking news that we have been tracking for about 20 minutes now. There is a shooting, an officer-involved shooting at a Ross over near Valley View and Blue Diamond. Not too much information right now. Here's a live picture of the scene. You can see roads are closed in the area. They have been shut down, so I would avoid that altogether. You see a cone there on the scene. Still not a lot of information here. We've heard from a lot of witnesses, though, saying they heard gunfire. We see a lot of Metro police officers on the scene trying to get people away from this area. Again, Blue Diamond and Valley View near the 15 there in the Southeast Valley. We did talk to witnesses. We've been talking to a lot of witnesses in the area. Let's take a listen to one of them right now.
From what I've heard, a Ross security guard was mad at a Ross employee, and he went to his car and came back in, and then that's when everything.
So you're saying
down.
it was between a Ross security guard and an employee, not like a random person?
Yeah, because the people who were standing in line said that the Ross security guard and employee were arguing, and the Ross security guard left. But when he came back, that's when the shooting started happening.
What's your reaction to being in something like this after Vegas has already experienced something so horrible in October?
I mean, it's not Vegas. I mean, I've lived here since 1972, and this is the first time that I've ever been, in a shooting like that. I just think this was a one-on-one beat that happened in a public place. I don't think he was out as a mass shooter. It sounds like he let his emotions get the best of him. And,
Once again, rewind it. What did you hear? You heard like pop, pop. What did you hear?
I was standing in the bedding section about to go check out, and then all of a sudden I hear pop, 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 pop. And so then I looked around the corner here while everybody's running towards me and said, run, he's shooting, run, he's shooting. So everybody turned and ran, didn't ask questions, and just, we tried to keep our heads down and just tried to get out of that back door as fast as we could. I ran up over the dirt hill because I didn't want, everybody was trying to hide even when we got in the back because we didn't know if the shooter was going to come out the back door.
Yeah.
So that's about.
Again, that was a witness that was inside the Ross store when this shooting happened, said he heard multiple gunshots. He was standing in the bedding section of the store. If you're just joining us here at 511, we are talking about some breaking news, an officer-involved shooting at Valley View and Blue Diamond. You're taking a live look at the scene right now. Police, you can see there, have a lot of the road blocked off. No word exactly which parts of these roads are blocked off, but I would honestly just completely avoid this area if you can in the Southeast Valley, right near the 15, again, Valley View and Blue Diamond, an officer-involved shooting there. You heard that witness say that he heard this was between a security guard and another employee, but to recap, that is not confirmed by police. That is what witnesses have been hearing. That's pretty much the only information we have right now is from witnesses on the scene saying they were trying to keep their heads down, trying to run away from the gunfire they heard. Brittany talked to that man who was in the store at the time, also talked to someone who was right down that shopping center in a tire store, also says he heard a string of gunshots. She also said earlier that Metro was trying to get everyone out of this area, out of that shopping center. Now you're taking a live look to a traffic camera there in that area. Again, roads are closed here, Valley View and Blue Diamond. I would completely avoid this area. No word exactly on where this suspect is, if police have him in custody, what is happening, who or how many people are hurt here in this situation. Again, officer-involved shooting. We're hearing from a lot of witnesses. Brittany also said she saw Metro Police taking a group of people to talk to them possibly. Maybe that would be a group of witnesses that were present for this situation. You see there another live look at the scene on that road. It looks like police are blocking off. A car is being turned away there. Valley View and Blue Diamond because of this officer-involved shooting. That is confirmed by police. They did tweet that out, that this is an officer-involved shooting here at the Ross at Valley View and Blue Diamond. One of about 5 we've seen in the last week here in the Valley. The last one was on Wednesday night over near Tropicana and Boulder Highway. But for now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
weekdays at 3 on 8 News Now. This is breaking news on 8 News Now.
Welcome back. We are still tracking breaking news. An officer-involved shooting in the Southeast Valley, right near Valley View and Blue Diamond. Don't know too much so far. All we know is that there was a shooting here. Las Vegas Metro Police did confirm that this was an officer-involved shooting. We have been hearing, though, from a lot of witnesses in the area. You're seeing a map there on your screen, gives you an idea of where this is. It's located in a shopping center with a lot of other stores here. As I said, we've been hearing from witnesses. I believe we have sound from a second one. Let's take a listen right now.
What did you hear? What did you see?
I heard 2 gunshots. I was over changing tires. I heard 2 gunshots. A couple of minutes goes by, and then I heard another burst of gunshots, like 4 or 5 or 6 or so. And then just started seeing people driving off and running away and everything, and all kind of cops showed up. That's it so far.
Again, officer-involved shooting at the Ross at Valley View and Blue Diamond. Roads are closed in this area, so if you're driving here, avoid it altogether. Let's go live to Darlene Melendez with more information. Darlene, what can you tell us?
Hey there, Sasha. Well, we're just outside that shopping center right now, and roads are closed. As you can see, a heavy police presence. They have taped off this entire shopping center, not allowing anyone else to go in, but they are allowing customers to leave. I have been speaking with multiple witnesses throughout this evening, and we did call the store before police confirmed anything in regards to a shooting at the Ross when we were on our way over in hopes that someone would answer. An employee did not answer, but a customer did answer. He was a young boy. He told me that he heard and saw a shooter inside and then go outside of the store. He was pretty distraught. He had just left the dressing room, he said, and was just looking for his mother. Understandably so. Any child would be distraught in a situation just like this one. But again, not too much information from police right now. We're just relying on everything that we're hearing from witnesses. Some describe hearing those gunshots as we've heard from earlier. Others have just been describing the aftermath, all of that chaos. I spoke with a woman who was inside of the Cox Cable store, which is near the Ross. She told me that they locked the store to keep all of the customers that were inside of the store safe, and she didn't know too much but was talking to other customers. She sent me some photos of what the scene looked like from inside of the shopping center. I'll post those to social media later on today so you guys can take a look as well. But right now, people are just left with questions and, of course, are very shaken up, understandably so, with any sort of situation of this magnitude. We're seeing a pretty heavy police presence. We saw some helicopters as well. But again, like I keep saying, not too many questions answered from police right now. We are waiting to hear more on the suspect, if he's in custody, and all of that other information. And of course, we will keep you guys updated on air and online as soon as we learn any and all of that information. Reporting live, Darlene Melendez, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Darlene. And to recap, officer-involved shooting there at Valley View and Blue Diamond. You saw Darlene. It looked like she was standing along Valley View, and that was shut down. So there are road closures in this area, as we've been telling you. That map shows you exactly where this is happening, in a shopping center there in the Southeast Valley near the 15. Again, Valley View and Blue Diamond. No word on the suspect, no word on exactly what caused this. We're hearing rumors, but no confirmation from police. We, of course, are staying on top of this. But for now, let's get another look at the weather now with Ashley Conroy. Ashley.
Hey there, Sasha. We're still seeing that haze around the valley. This is looking out at the Strip, and you can't even see the mountains in the background, and you can barely even see the Strip in some cases because that haze is so strong. So current conditions outside, it's 107 degrees. We're seeing some south-southwest winds coming in at about 10 miles per hour. That dew point is actually quite high, almost 50, so 48. Anytime we see that dew point a little bit higher, that means those conditions are more favorable for thunderstorms to start. So that's what we're tracking this evening. We do have about a 20% chance. It's going to be smoky and hazy through Monday. We are going to see near normal temperatures this week, so that's the good news. We can say goodbye to the excessive heat warning, and then we will actually have another chance for monsoons coming in next week. Looking at our satellite radar map, we have some storms firing up in the southwest part of Utah, as well as Mojave County. We're actually seeing a couple of warnings there, and a severe thunderstorm warning in Mojave County. Some of that could be pushing through to the Colorado River Valley, so certainly we will be tracking that. You can see where those winds actually pick up near Boulder City, Laughlin area, and that's where we could see those storms for this evening. But we could still see something pop up as well in the Vegas Valley. So tonight, low of 84 degrees. We're going to be staying hazy overnight, and then tomorrow we'll see that high of 106 degrees. Sasha, looking at those hot, hazy, and almost humid conditions for the next couple of days, but then the temperatures will be near normal. We'll have much more after the break. Stay with us.
Love that rapid cash.
This is breaking news on 8 News Now.
Welcome back. We are still tracking this officer-involved shooting at a Ross near Valley View and Blue Diamond. We did just get an update from Metro Police. Let's go straight out to Darlene Melendez with more information. Darlene.
Hey there, Sasha. Well, our sources with Metro just told us that this shooting today started with a domestic dispute. Apparently, officers opened fire on a man once he tried to shoot at a woman, and that's about as far as we know in regards to the woman and the man's condition. We have no idea yet what condition they are in, but again, Metro did just update us, telling us that this entire situation started with a domestic dispute that made its way here to the shopping center on Blue Diamond and Valley View. We also do not know the condition right now of that officer who did shoot at the man right when he was going to open fire on the woman. But again, that is what Metro has told us, what started this situation. And Sasha, like you know, we've been speaking with witnesses who were inside and outside of that Ross all evening. Of course, everyone is extremely shaken up in regards to this situation. When we first heard about this shooting, we did call that Ross store, thinking that maybe an employee would answer, but in fact a customer answered. He was a young boy. He told me that he was pretty scared. He couldn't find his mom, but he heard those gunshots. He said inside and then outside of the store, but he was just worried about finding his mom, understandably so, like any child would want in this sort of situation. Another woman described to me the scene from inside of a Cox store, which is nearby the Ross in this shopping center that you're looking at right now. She told me that it was complete chaos outside. They did lock up that Cox store, making sure that all customers were safe inside of the store. Eventually they were let out, and police aren't letting any more people enter the shopping center. People are allowed to walk out of the premises, though they are not allowed to take their cars out quite yet until, of course, this whole situation is unraveled. But as far as other information, we will completely update you on air and online as we receive more details. Reporting live, Darlene Melendez, 8 News Now.
Thank you so much, Darlene. And to recap what she just said, police tell us this did start as a domestic dispute between a family. Metro says a man tried to shoot at a woman, and that's when officers shot him. No word on his condition right now. It looked like roads were starting to reopen behind her. Again, this is the Ross at Valley View and Blue Diamond, but I would still avoid this area for a while longer. Still an active scene here. No word on if anyone was hurt. We do know that suspect was shot by officers. You are taking a look here with the traffic camera to that area. Still some congestion there, even though roads are starting to reopen. Quite a bit of panic from people in that store and people in surrounding stores because this is a shopping center that's completely shut down right now because of this officer-involved shooting. Again, started with a domestic dispute. We are, of course, on top of this, both on air and online. We will have the very latest for you. That is coming up at 6 o'clock here on 8 News Now. So we'll see you then.